guys, it's April. I apologize that I didn't get this out on Thursday. I was sick and I was unable to talk. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm going to try to get through this tutorial for you guys. This is the 3D bunny, and you can change this and customize it to any size as long as it will fit on your mat. And I cut mine from white glitter paper. I made mine smaller than what it comes in at. I believe that I made this right at 5 inches, I want to say. And I apologize if I have to clear my throat during this, guys. I really do. About 5 1/4 inches. So what I did was, or 5 1/2. What I did is I ungrouped everything. And you can take note or take a screenshot, however you want to do it, of the layers and how they're laid out. But they just go from larger to smaller. And I grouped everything, ungrouped everything, and I selected all, aligned center. And then I grouped it again. That way everything was stacked on top of each other. And I made my width 5 1/2 inches. And then I ungrouped it or just sent it over to the mat and cut it. You can save it, or if you're doing a bunch of them, so that your sizes are right. And you can make 2 or 3 different sizes. And that would be super cute on a table. So once you've got it cut, and you'll notice that one side is opposite of the other, you are going to glue the 2 large pieces, or the piece with the little fluff on his head and the tail. Those are the 2 pieces that you're going to get first. And you are going to just line those up with their pretty sides out and get them lined up good and even. Super, super easy and simple. Just get it all lined up. Okay. And then, depending on which side you have facing you, you're going to start with your next larger piece. And this is where your foam dots are going to come in. And I am using the Close to My Heart. I usually use just glue on my glitter paper. So we're going to see, I got a couple of different sizes here. And we're just going to put some foam dots on the back, and then we're going to line this piece up. But we want how much distance is totally up to you. If you want a lot of space between your layers, then you're going to need to either get thicker foam dots, because these are the thins that I'm using, or you can stack them up if you don't have them. But they do come in thicker sizes. These just happen to be the thins from Close to My Heart, and that's what I'm using. So I think that's plenty. So I'm just going to take that one. And let's see. Just want to make sure I'm staying on camera for you guys. Just going to bring this in and line it up and adhere it down. And that's going to give me that space in between. Okay. And you're going to notice that the space is going to come in where your cutouts are at, and the more that you have, and that's just going to give it its dimension. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the next piece. And you'll want to make sure what I'm doing, and it tells you in the instructions to make sure that this is pulled forward of the body. If you line this base up with the curve right here, these base pieces, it should stick out far enough. So you're just going to continue layering up those pieces. And you're going to repeat it on the same side. The other side, I'm not going to make you guys sit and watch me do the entire other side, because it's identical to this. And you're just going to flip it over and work from the other direction. So we're just going to place that right behind. And I find it easier just to pick it up and get it all lined up. Just like so. Okay. And then you're going to get his back leg. And that's going to go right about there, I believe, is how they had it. You can also look on the photo. I'm going to pause for a second and take a peek. And I think that's right. I think that's good. I'm just going to go with it. I think I have the correct leg. I do. Okay. And we're just going to flip that over. Peel those release liners off. You just want to make sure the bottom is staying level so it stands up and doesn't rock. You can bring this one in a little bit if you want, or send it further to the back. And then we have our front leg. And that's going to line up right there on that one. Okay. So I'm going to get a glue dot. Probably should have moved that one back just a little bit. Check it on yours and see how you want to do yours. You can see that dimension building up there. And this piece goes here on his leg to give it a little more dimension on there. A little more. Doesn't want to. My glue dots don't want to, or my foam dots don't want to release. But you could use foam tape for this if you don't have the dots and you have the tape. You could use that as well. Put that one on there. And then we have this small one. And for that, I'm just going to go to my smaller foam dots. Those release liners off, and that one is going to go right there. Okay, and then you have the headpiece. It doesn't take long. I'll go ahead and do the other side for you guys. If you want, you can speed through. I'm just going to put one here, and you could probably glue this part directly onto the ear and then pop dot it up if you wanted to, rather than pop dotting both pieces. That's going to be up to you. But you'll want to make sure that you get these good and even. So now we have a little dimension there. And then I'm going to go back to my big ones here. And just, oh, doesn't want to turn loose. And put two just on the head portion because the ears are going to stick out. Don't want the glue dot extending past, or the and we're just going to bring that up and place that on like so. And then you're going to flip it over, and this is where you might want to go ahead and do the head, but it doesn't matter. You can do the body. You just want to make sure that you get all of this stuff even with the other layer. That's the only important thing to watch, is getting it even with your other layer, especially at the ears, because if they don't match up when you go to do this, it's not going to look right. So again, we're going to line up this bottom piece here, get that on straight, just line it up. Okay. And again, work from the largest to the smallest. Stinking cute. Oops, I got it off just a little bit. And you can tell he's wanting to lean the other way. I'm just going to lift it off. Try to get those front legs even. There we go. See, if it's not standing up, then you know that it's off. So just keep checking it, because you want him to stand. Some more of the larger ones here. I'm just gonna bring this up so I can see. I'm getting the bottom even, but I also want to get the legs even. You don't want one further forward than the other. Let's get those as even as possible too. And all I did was just judge it here to this one. You can see those two layers. I have the little leg, the front leg. Use a small one here. My other one was almost hanging out. They're the same thickness, they're just a different diameter. Okay. All those release liners. All right, and let's get this small piece. Okay, that goes to the top. That right. I have that piece on, and then this piece. And then this piece right on there. It's really a really quick project. Doesn't take long. And I was able to cut at this size the bunny out of one sheet. I did have to maneuver things around. This is the way that I cut it. So that you can see, I just maneuvered everything around. I was able to get it all on one sheet. Just gonna get that lined up. Just on the head on this one, remember? And now this is where it's really important that the ears line up with each other, okay? You want that to line up good. There we go. How cute is that? Is he standing? Yeah, he's standing. Okay, and then they used a pearl, and I have pearls. These are also from Close to My Heart, but use whatever you have, rhinestones, liquid pearls, anything that you have. And I think that's too big. Just gonna go with one of those smaller ones. Oop, landed on my arm. And then we're just gonna place that right inside. And you could use a rhinestone here, anything that you want to use. So we've got those in there. And then they tied a ribbon around his neck, and I think that's too big. This may be too big too. But instead of tying it around, I really didn't like the way they tied it around. It was cute, but I think I prefer to just do a bow and stick it. Totally up to you how you want to do yours. If I can get a bow small enough with this jagged edge. I love the ribbon, but can be difficult to work with. But I had it on hand, so. Stinking cute is that. I'm not going to make you guys watch me fiddle with my bow, so I'm just going to stick it down, and I'm just going to use a foam dot for that as well. Place one on the back. And you can tie one for each side, or again, you can tie it around the neck like they did. Totally up to you. Super cute. All right, that's all there is to it. That's the 3D bunny, and I am going to show you guys also how to put together the Happy Easter box. That one's coming out right after this video.